Hi, Christine Stowe here from Empowered Women in Business, empowering women to step up and make their business profitable so they can live the life of their dreams. So if you want to hear more from me, then hit the like button and the bell notification down there on YouTube, because if you want to keep hearing from me and understanding what it takes to live the dream life, what it takes to build a business from home, to work around your children or work around your commitments, then I'm going to be lighting the pathway and showing you how I did it. So you might be a mum, you might be a woman 40 to 50 working from home, trying to make an income. You might be single and the marriage is gone and now you're trying to figure out how to pay the bills, how to get by. And in your head you're saying, but I can't do it, but I can't do it. You might have a part-time job and you're trying to set up a side hustle, as some call it, a side hustle, or a business from home, so that you can work around your children, so that you can have that little bit of extra income, that you can go on holidays or buy that dress. I hear this a lot from women and they feel guilty. They feel guilty to look after themselves. They feel guilty to actually spend the money. So I'm going to talk about 5 myths that I've seen women say, or 5 myths about setting up a business from home. And what I've heard time and time again in talking to over 100 women is that they're just going to do another certificate, and another certificate. Let me ask you this: if the last certificate didn't help you be successful, then what's going to help you be successful? Is another certificate going to help you get across the line? I'm going to say this: what helped me to be successful was to find somebody to help me and keep accountable. Find somebody to call out the things where I was making excuses. Somebody to sit down and say, do you want to be successful? Do you want to get to here? So it's not another course. It's actually taking the steps. It's actually finding someone to keep you accountable. Myth number 2. I hear a lot of women say in a lot of forums, sales is icky. Well, I was in sales for 20 years selling medical products, medical equipment to doctors and anaesthetists. And one of the things that my manager said very early on, and it stayed with me until today, it stayed with me for a long time. He said, I'm doing so much business when I'm not doing business. That's why I have to be social. That's why I get out there and play golf. Well, that's a great excuse, but it's true. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. And how do you get to know, like, and trust somebody? It's by getting to know them. It's by actually asking them what they want. And it's really funny. I've always found the greatest conversations in the most awkward of situations, the greatest sales conversations, or the greatest of, making something happen, over the coffee cup, or dare I say, drying my hands in the toilet when I'm out somewhere. So it is important to get to know who you're talking to. It is important to build relationships, and sales doesn't have to be icky. The other myth that I've heard, myth number 3, that I hear people say, but it costs a fortune. Somebody wants to charge me all this money to do advertising, Google ads, Facebook ads. It doesn't have to cost you a fortune. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to cost you a fortune. Get to know your customer. Get to know where they hang out and target your actions. Target what you're doing. It doesn't have to cost a fortune. Some of the people that I've spoken to could are really just dripping in leads and dripping in sales opportunities, or opportunities to help people. And they could use really cheap or really cost-effective, low cost ways to advertise to people. Like advertising in a local cafe if you're a Reiki healer, or at the local community center if you're a kinesiologist, for example. It doesn't have to cost you a fortune. Or it could be that you take up a stall in a holistic market. It doesn't have to cost you a fortune, but the most important thing is to get to know your customers and get to know where they hang out. That way you can target your advertising. Myth number 4, I can't afford your services. I can't afford to have somebody help me. I can't afford to have somebody keep me accountable. So how much is it costing you not to have somebody, not to take the steps to get to where you want to go? And let me ask you this. Are you getting to where you want to go now? Is what you're doing working for you? And have you worked out what you might earn, what you might get to if you actually make your business profitable? You know, is it 50,000? Is it 100,000? Is it $1 million? That's possible. You just have to believe that it's true. Is it $1 million? And if it's $1 million, if it's $10,000 even, how much is it costing you to hold yourself back? It's $10,000 or it's $50,000 or it's $100,000. That's what it's costing you not to take the action. So it's what can you not afford? You cannot afford to take this, not to take the steps. You cannot afford to wait another day. You know, I see women who are bleeding out money, you know, paying more and more for their courses and still not getting clients, still not being profitable. I'm here to show you how you can take the steps and become profitable. You know, if you were bleeding out money, then what is it going to take? If you chopped your arm off and you were bleeding from the arm, you'd go straight to the hospital, wouldn't you? But yet I see women do another course and still not become profitable, still not take the steps that they need to take, and they're bleeding out money. So think of somebody that will help you as like the hospital or like the GP of business helpers, you know, a general practitioner that's going to help you turn over a profit and make the cash. Myth number 5, I can't give up my day job. I can't give up my day job. So how much again? How much is that holding you back? Or why are you holding on to answering to Mr. 9 to 5, holding on to the master, to keep, who tells you and keeps you small? I know you've got something to offer. I know you've got something that is real, that you can help the world with. And I know that everybody wants to serve. I know, and everybody that I've spoken to wants to serve, wants to offer their gifts to the world, but they can't give up the day job. And they're giving their gifts, they're giving what they have to offer for a fraction of what they could be earning. You know, that 100,000, 200,000, $1 million, they're giving that up. They're exchanging their time for money to make somebody else rich. How long are you going to keep doing that, and what is that costing you? So if you'd like more, if you'd like to hear more from me, or if you'd like to make a time to chat, then message me. I'm on Facebook and Twitter. Drop me a line, Magnetic Mindset Transformations and Christine Stowe. And if you'd like to make a time to chat and see if I can help you overcome these myths and make your business profitable, then I'd love to hear from you. But don't forget to like my videos and sign up by clicking the bell notification down below. Christine Stowe, Empowered Women in Business. Love to talk to you. Bye for now.